Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do something completely different and I'm going to talk about ghosts. I know, something to do with makeup or fashion or skincare or anything like that. So yeah, I thought I would just mix it up. I don't know why, but for some reason like ghost stories has just been everywhere. Like it was on the radio and people were like calling in and giving in their own personal experiences, and I was just like, why is everyone talking about ghosts right now? And even in work people were talking about ghosts, so I'm just like, right, I want to just film a video about ghosts. Is that alright? I don't know, I'm not really sure. If you do like this sort of video, just like a chit chatty kind of video, then just give it a thumbs up and just let me know. If not, then I won't do it again. Okay, so I'm just gonna go, it's just like random, like loads of kind of little snippets of like what I think was like ghostly activity. Okay, so like the first kind of things was when I was living in my first home when I was little, like growing up and stuff, and it'd just be like small things, like lights flickering and stuff, and then you wouldn't really think too much of it, but then like looking back you're like, that was quite like drastic, as if like someone had turned them off and back on again. And I mean, there was something wrong with the electrics before anyone says anything. But then there was like, I must have been like 10 or 11, and I'm in bed and I'm probably one of the rooms closest to the hall, like the hallway, like the landing bit, that's at landing, where the stairs are. And it must have been like early hours of the morning, and sometimes I wake up in the morning and needed to pee. And I'd woken up and I could hear literally running up the stairs, running. Like, if anyone's needing a wee, they're not going to be running in the middle of the night, do you know what I mean? And I was literally like, oh my god, someone's coming up. And I literally hid under my duvet. Like, obviously I was a child anyway, but I was like literally like a baby. I hid under my duvet. And I had this theory as well that because I used to wear earrings, I had to hide my earrings under my duvet, otherwise they would see me. I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, so that was like the first kind of one where I heard that. Thing is, it could have been next door, so I'm not really sure on that one. But it was like, I literally felt like someone was coming upstairs like really, really quickly. And then I kind of moved house quite a few times, to be fair. And nothing really happened until I went back home to my mum's house, where she's actually in now, so I hope she's not watching because this might scare her. But you'd get like little weird things go on, because my mum used to go away on like weekends and stuff, so it'd just be me at home. And I remember there was this one time at Christmas, and my mum had got this like little, it was like a mini Christmas tree, and it had like tiny little balls on it, like jingle bells, and they were so cute. Anyway, she put that in the lounge, and I was watching TV in the, she put that in the dining room, and I was watching TV in the lounge. And I was just kind of, there's like basically where the setup was at the time, you would go through the dining room into the lounge, and then there's like a hole in the wall as well as a doorway, and I think she'd put it somewhere near the hole, if that makes sense. So it was behind me, this little Christmas tree. And I'm there watching TV, probably like Take Me Out or something. I used to love Take Me Out. And I could hear the Christmas tree jingling. It was literally like someone was shaking the Christmas tree. And I literally span around it so quickly, because it honestly was as if someone was right behind me shaking it, and the bells were just going nuts. And I turned around, there was nothing there, but then some of the baubles started falling off the Christmas tree. Like, I'm not even joking. Literally pooed my pants, ran upstairs, didn't come back down. Literally pooed my pants. And there was also times in the same house where, similar to my first house, where I'd be in the bath and the lights would go like literally off, on, off, on. Not like a tiny flicker, like, was that a flicker, or was it literally as if like I'm in darkness? No, I'm not. Like, it was that drastic, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? And I remember, I think I was with my boyfriend at the time, but he used to work in security, so he wouldn't come back until like 2, 3 in the morning. And obviously he didn't have a key, so he would have to ring me, say I'm outside. Or I think I might have, no, I don't think I picked him up. No, I didn't. He used to just ring me and say he's outside and I'd go and let him in. But it was literally 12:01 and I was on my own still. He hadn't come back from his work. And I had this like carpet, but it's like wooden, it's like woven carpet. So it's like absolutely kills your feet. It's like so hard. But my door at the time to my bedroom used to drag along it. So it wouldn't, like, if you opened the door a little bit, it wouldn't just swing open. It would get stuck because you have to force it on the little like carpet thingy, wooden, whatever it is. And I had a knob, not like a handle. I had a knob, like a twisty knob. So it's quite a stiff door. And I remember one night, Ashley hadn't come home from his work yet, and I was kind of like stirring because I could hear, I obviously must have heard something that kind of woke me up a little bit, and I could hear the doorknob going like this. Someone was literally going like this with it, and I was like, oh my god, there's someone in the house. There's literally someone in the house. And then I was like, no, it's not happening. Like, just ignore it. Like, it's not. So I literally hid. Again, I'm obviously a big baby when it comes to this. I hid under my duvet. My door opened. You could hear the against the like the wooden carpet thing. I don't know what it is. And ask my mum what it is. Anyway, and I could hear the scraping of the door because you literally have to push it open. And I was like, there's someone in my room. I could feel it. There was someone stood next to me in my room. And I could not look for ages. I couldn't. I was literally froze. I could not move. I felt like there was literally there, and I just had to hold my breath. I was convinced there was an actual person there. And I plucked up the courage to pull the duvet down. There was no one there. Nothing. The door was wide open. No one was there. No one was in the house. It was still locked up. Like, how? I do not know. I still do not know. And I find it creepy. I find it super, super, super creepy. Oh, and I also remember, same thing again. Oh, yes. Even Ashley can back me up on this when he was there. He'd stayed round after his, like, work. And I think it was, I don't think we'd gone to sleep yet. I think he'd come home, got, like, ready for bed and stuff and got in. And then we heard the door going, the knob go again. And I was like, Ash, there's someone on the landing, there's someone in like the house, like someone upstairs. And I was like, no one else is here, Mum's gone away. And he was like, you go look. I was like, why am I going to look? And it was literally like going like this, and we were freaking out. And I opened the door because he was literally stood behind me, like, you go. I opened the door and there was nothing there. No windows were open, nothing. So creepy, so creepy. But it's literally the same handle thing, like someone's just going like this with the handle. Super, super creepy. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's happened. I remember when I was at my friend's house, she's got so many stories of her house that her mum lives in. She used to live in there but she's moved out. But there is literally so many, I can't even tell you them all because, one, I'll probably get them wrong, but there's literally so many. But I went to stay around her house once, and I had an old Peugeot and it didn't have an alarm fitted to it. And her bedroom was downstairs, so you'd go in her doorway, in her front door, and her bedroom would be here. And she had like big windows, and then like the drive would be in front of them, in front of the windows. And we were literally in her room. We were just, I think I was watching TV, or I think she might have been teaching me how to play guitar or something. She's like really good at guitar. So she was like, we was just mucking about in there, playing guitar, listening to music or whatever it was. And her mum's car alarm was going off. We're like, oh god, like shut up. And we went out and turned it off, because obviously we were closer, so my friend just went and got her mum's keys and turned the car off. Came back inside, chilling in the bedroom again, and our car goes off again. We're like, what the hell is going on? Went out and turned it off, and then came back in again. So that was like second time. Come back in, and then we're like, oh, it's going off again. Went outside, it wasn't hers, it was mine. Mine didn't have an alarm. It had 0 alarm. You could break into that thing and it would not go off. So I could not fathom out how the hell it was making a noise. It was literally like a car alarm noise. But I didn't have a car alarm. We were so scared. And literally, I didn't want to get in that car the next day. Did I stay around? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember, but I didn't want to get back in it because I was like, how the hell is it making a noise and I don't even have an alarm? Honestly, like, so creepy. Plus, because obviously we knew all the stories from her mum's house, just made it 10 times worse. Like, oh my god, there's like something attacking my car or something, like, because it was outside of her window. And like her mum's car was parked next to mine. And they just kept going off and I was just like, what the hell? Like, I literally couldn't understand how it was going. And it didn't go off before. It never ever gone off before. Never gone off since. Like, I've got rid of the car now anyway, but it didn't make any sound. It didn't have an alarm to make a sound. It was like an old car. It just didn't have one. And I was just like, wow, how is that possible? It literally was not possible. And that was like, honestly, so creepy. And we still don't know how it's gone off since. No idea. And I'm so glad I don't have that car anymore. It's probably like possessed. But yeah, I don't think I've got any other stories, do I? I probably do. I can't remember them. I feel like you kind of think of something different. You're like, oh, on that note, this happened before. Do you know what I mean? So I really should have thought about some more before. But I can't think of any others. So that is all I have to say. I can't think of any other ghost stories. I'm sure there are more. But I can't think of any. But I do believe in that sort of thing. I know a lot of people don't. If you do and you have had any like stories or anything happen to you, let me know. Like, write in the comments below and let us all know, like, if you've had any like paranormal activity happen like in your house or something. I don't want to scare anyone, obviously. It's not scary. I just want to know. I'm really interested. Like, I love hearing about people's ghost stories. I find them literally so interesting. We was even watching it last night. But the ones on TV, I'm just not convinced that they're real. They could do anything on camera. So yeah, anyway. I hope you enjoyed this random ghost talk. I don't even know what I'm going to call this. But yeah, if you have any stories, please let us know. I would literally love to hear about them. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.